Can you take me through the whole process of how you decided to do what you did? Walk me through the whole chronological order of how everything went down.
This record was complicated in its construction. It felt like we were initially talking about recording it ourselves, either partly maybe at my studio or at the salon. Both would have been great, but the drawbacks of recording ourselves is that have to engineer and think about that stuff and think about technical stuff and then try to
have a natural performance and not be distracted with that stuff.
And so it really, I mean, at a certain point it seemed like pretty daunting, and so at one point I kind of floated the idea like maybe we should go record somewhere else. Just on a whim, I didn't even tell everybody that I was doing this, but I just out of the blue emailed Electrical Audio one Saturday morning, and I said, we'd be interested. We're working on a record. I didn't clear this with anybody. Working on a record. We're wondering if Mr. Albini might be free to record for a day with us, because I thought we had just enough money that we could maybe record for a day there, which was completely irrational. But I proposed, I'm like, if he's available, and I was very formal, and I sent our demos, and within an hour and a half, Steve Albini emailed back and said, sure, I'd be happy to do it. And so then suddenly I had to explain to everybody that I'd reached out to Steve Albini.
Were you expecting him to personally email you back like that?
No, I thought I would just put the feelers out and then all of a sudden we were, sliding down this hill here, and so then that was not an easy sell for everybody. There were lots of really reasonable and logical explanations for not going down and recording. It was we have 2 studios, it's expensive, and all kinds of things. And then eventually, I think Dean, one day you came in and you said, all right, let's come up with a plan. And so we had a long conversation where we talked about what's feasible, what could we do, what could we not do, and kind of went from there.
Were you guys nervous about the big investment of going down to Chicago and recording down there out of your comfort zone?
It was more just making sure that we were prepared on our end and stuff. You only have so much time. We only have so much budget. So it's just kind of making sure that when we get there, we get done what we have to get done, basically. So
how much was written fully by the time you guys booked that?
Pretty much everything. I think everything. We also do, because we have studios and stuff like that, we have some of the best sounding demos of like any band ever, because we just multi-track everything and then we just kind of naturally mix stuff to our taste. So
we had a good template to go off of.
Yeah, because of that we were able to kind of figure out things that are working, that aren't working, different pain points, trouble points and stuff like that, and just have like a really good idea of doing stuff. And that also helps like Chris, I would imagine, as well too. We put together these demos, and typically I will play drums on them just for ease and stuff like that to get it done. And so we just, these really this is exactly what we want it to sound like, more or less, and we just need to kind of recreate this. And so it works that way. We were pretty prepared when it came to that.
Yeah, not just pretty prepared. I mean, like we 75% of the album, I would say, was recorded basically just live. We took 1 or 2 tracks, maybe 3 sometimes, and took the best one, and that's how we did it. There wasn't like do the drums, then the bass, then add the guitar. The only thing that got added really later was vocals, and then a couple little fill-in things from Jay or me on keyboard or something. But we killed it in a day and a half. The previous 2 albums we kind of did the recording, and so you could take 100 takes if you wanted, and here it was just super focused. We were well prepared, cut through half the album the first day and got right back at it the next day.